All right, next up we got Jordan. Let me make sure I got his where you at? Jordy. Goes by Jordy. No industry experience, so any extra advice that could help me with my portfolio and applications would be great. All right, so this is your recent scene with help and guidance. Oh, nice. This guy's awesome. It's like Joby. Super cool. Right, so you got a scene here. Nice, the open window and all this stuff kind of growing in here. Super abandoned. Hang on, I got a scratch. There you go. Oh, Wes, sorry, little backtrack here. Wes does ArcViz stuff, but came from Dynasty where I learned a lot of the games. Alex told me it would be great. Feedback on perspective would be key. Would it be okay for a portfolio review, you reckon? It's not exactly the right community, though. Oh, dude, totally. Yeah, that's totally, I'm down. It is closed right now, but I'm down. So getting back to this scene, Jordan, it's pretty cool. It's quite noisy in the surfaces, and the variety in your roughness could use a little bit more. I know that everything's supposed to be quite dirty and kind of grungy, but getting that variation is key. The glass is pretty pristine. If there's ways to crack it or board up some of the glass, and then really let this stuff kind of come in. And then any rain damage or anything you can do to the glass to just kind of show the age and time passing. This asset's probably the hero asset, right? And understanding like what's metal and what's like leather or some type of pleather material. What's soft, what's like a plastic, if there's any plastics in here. And then where the dirt and grime is kind of built up, understanding where that happens and how extreme it can get in those areas. Because I don't think it would really cover everything like it is here, but it would be pretty extreme on the areas where it had started. Quite heavy on the geo for the cloth. Oh man, I did not even see that. Look at that. Okay. You are correct. So poly count wise, you could probably get away with how straight this is. You could probably make this in like 250 polys or less. Like it could be half of that and you're just baking that information down. I guess it depends if you baked anything. If you weren't baking, I can see how this would be kind of the result that you would have. But yeah. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, see the fidelity that you have on here, it's just not even, whoops. It's not really coming through here. Is it just because it's, I would see if you can, because this isn't Unreal, correct? I would see if you could do anything to sharpen up the image. Whenever you can in Unreal, I would try and render in like a 4K and bring it down to a 2K just to see if you can tighten up the detail. Because even just like bringing it into Photoshop and just duping it, we go to the filter, let's go other, high pass, and just see all this little information. You just overlay that. You can see how much sharper things are getting. And you can lower it down a little bit and then even add a mask, invert the mask, and then just paint where you want that sharpness to occur. That way you're just getting the fidelity where you want. Some old school hacks, man. But yeah. Other thing, I'm not sure what this material is, but oh, Big Z saying I would advise people to change the MIP map settings to some kind of sharpen. You can do post-process material sharpening too. Can't remember where I found it, but yeah, because there's temporal Temporal AA is happening in Unreal, which is really softens everything, right? If you can tone that down and then do a little bit of a sharpening in post in Unreal, that'll get you a little closer as well to like what you're expecting. Also, I'm not kidding about render at 4K, bring it down to 2K, because you'll get lines that would normally be straight. They'll step if it's like really small detail. And if you render at 4K and then down res, you're going to get much more like accurate aliasing. Yoi Cookie, hey. Or is it Yaoi Cookie? I don't know. Thanks for the follow, though. Thank you. So, yeah, just kind of going off of that. I'm not sure what this material is, but that noise on there either needs to be it probably needs to be tiled more and then really like toned down so it's not so strong. And don't forget, you can add detail normals to everything. Jeffrey GSC, what's up, man? So he's saying our tone mapper sharpen to 0 from 0 to 1. Set the sharpness in the console commands. r.tonemapper.sharpen. Enjoy. The last thing I would say about this scene is the floor is very busy. So it doesn't allow for your eyes to have the contrast of like a high detail here. And it doesn't allow for you to tell a story of like where the leaves are coming in and stuff. Like over here, if it was quite dirty, and then this is supposed to be like a white tile, then you really start to see this stuff coming through, right? All the leaves and the plants and whatnot. And the graffiti feels forced. This one, not so much, but this one it does. Why is there graffiti but not any broken glass or anything like that? So thinking about like storytelling and how that all incorporates into all of the assets for the scene. And then this guy is pretty clean considering dirty. Like I can tell that it's dirty, but it doesn't really feel... I guess the edges are really sharp, so maybe if there's some bevels in there. Maybe a little bit of rust. I feel like there should be rust around here. I don't know. Pretty cool scene, though. These are more... Excuse me. These are more diorama-esque. This one's really noisy in the surfaces. And these tires feel really small. I think we've looked at that before in another scene. This is also quite diorama-esque. Oh, it's a monthly challenge. Nice. Yeah, this one's sick. I would take this, move it over here, and have this one and this one. And then, holy resolution. Dude, what's the res on that thing? That must be 4K. That's crazy. So I actually think you could take this one and this one, put them up front. I would remove this one, leave this one, and remove this one. So you'd have three scenes. So this would be your first one, your second one, and your third one. And then I would just make another environment because it looks like you've transitioned from dioramas and you're actually starting to make like more like story-based environments. And just look forward to seeing another environment from you. For an environment like this, is it okay to use megascans just for the presentation of the main props? I mean, it is always okay to use megascans. That's what they're there for, right? But remember that you have to be able to show that you can make something as well. So I would say the tileable materials on the wall and the floor, megascans. You can use megascans for this and then just paint the masks between all this stuff. Respio, dude, 34 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thanks for the coffee, by the way. So use megascans to assist you, not to build a scene, but to assist you in building your scene. Right? Does that make sense? Pretty cool though, man. I think another scene, and you'd probably be in a position to maybe get like a junior spot somewhere. Because this really shows the detail you're looking into. And it's just a matter of storytelling. I want to see more stories. Megascans is a good servant, but a lousy master, kind of. Very good. With that, thanks, Jordan.